What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Ricardo, your NBA sports journalist, and today we are tackling one of the most stubborn narratives in basketball right now. A narrative that has followed Bronny James since the moment his name was called in the 2024 NBA draft. A narrative that his critics cling to and his supporters have been waiting to destroy. The idea that Bronny James is only on the Los Angeles Lakers because of his father. I am here today to tell you that narrative is officially dead, and the Lakers can no longer pretend otherwise. Now let me be clear about something before we go any further. Was there an element of LeBron's influence in the decision to draft Bronny? Almost certainly yes. LeBron James is the most powerful player in the history of the franchise. When a player of his stature has a preference about a roster decision, the organization listens. That is just the reality of how NBA franchises operate when they have a generational superstar. We can acknowledge that truth and still recognize what is happening on the basketball court right now, which is that Bronny James is proving himself as a legitimate rotation-level NBA player. And those two things can both be true at the same time. Let me give you the basketball case for Bronny James because I think it gets lost in all the noise about nepotism and favoritism and whether this was a favor to LeBron. The kid has been getting better. Steadily, consistently, demonstrably better. His rookie year was what you would expect from a young player learning the NBA game. Limited minutes, modest contributions, the kind of season where the development is happening beneath the surface. But this season, something clicked. And the postseason confirmed it. Bronny has been earning minutes off the bench for a reason that has nothing to do with his father. He can defend. He is young and athletic and willing, and he understands defensive principles in a way that many young players take years to develop. He moves without the ball. He does not make mistakes that cost his team possessions. He competes with an energy off the bench that gives the Lakers something they need when the starters are resting. Are his offensive numbers eye-popping? No, not yet. But offensive development for guards takes time in the NBA, and the trajectory is pointing in the right direction. What you can see already, the defensive instincts, the movement, the basketball IQ, those are the things that are hardest to teach and hardest to develop. And Bronny already has them. Compare him to other recent Lakers draft picks, and the picture becomes even clearer. The Lakers have made some genuinely questionable draft selections in recent years. Players who were taken with real optimism and have produced nothing at the NBA level. Bronny James is not in that category. He is producing. He is developing. He is earning his spot. Now let me talk about the criticism, because I think it deserves honest engagement rather than dismissal. The people who say Bronny was drafted as a favor to LeBron are not crazy. They have a point that is worth taking seriously. When you draft a player in the second round who happens to be the son of your franchise superstar, and that superstar has a well-documented history of influencing organizational decisions through clutch sports and his own considerable leverage, skepticism is a reasonable response. The question was never really whether Bronny got an opportunity because of his father. He almost certainly did get that opportunity, partly because of who his father is. The question that actually matters is what he has done with that opportunity. And the answer is that he has done enough to justify his roster spot on basketball merits alone. That is the line. That is where the narrative shifts. It is not about how he got here. It is about what he has done since he arrived. And here is where the story gets genuinely interesting from a franchise perspective. The Lakers are now facing a massive offseason with enormous uncertainty about LeBron's future. Is he retiring? Is he going to the Warriors like Gary Payton predicted? Is he staying in Los Angeles? Nobody knows for certain. But here is what everybody inside the Lakers organization does know. Regardless of what LeBron decides, Bronny James is on this roster. Bronny James is a part of this team. Bronny James has earned that. That changes the dynamic of the LeBron decision in a way that I do not think has been fully explored yet. If LeBron goes to the Warriors or retires, Bronny stays with the Lakers. He is no longer the son of the star player. He is just a young guard trying to develop his game and contribute to a franchise that is rebuilding. And the question becomes, can he do that without his father's shadow both protecting and obscuring him? I think he can. And I think the work he has put in this season is evidence that he understands this moment. He is not just trying to justify his draft slot. He is trying to build a career that exists independently of what his father accomplished. That is a genuinely difficult thing to do when your father is LeBron James. And the fact that he is doing it, that he is earning minutes, contributing in the postseason, being described as one of the better recent draft picks by the same franchise that drafted him, suggests that the basketball player inside Bronny James is real. Think about the psychological weight of being in this situation. Every night Bronny James walks onto an NBA floor, he is being compared to the greatest player of his generation, not against the average NBA player, not against other second-round picks, against LeBron, his father, the man who redefined what a basketball player could be. That comparison is unfair. It is unwinnable by definition. And yet Bronny has not collapsed under it. He has kept working. He has kept improving. He has kept earning his minutes in a league that does not give anything away for free, regardless of whose son you are. There is one more thing I want to say about this that I think gets overlooked in the conversation about Bronny James. What he represents for the future of the Los Angeles Lakers might be more important than what anyone is currently acknowledging. The Lakers are going to need young talent. They are going to need players on rookie contracts who can develop alongside more expensive veterans. They are going to need people in that locker room who understand the culture, who have been through the fire of a playoff run, who know what it means to play for this franchise. Bronny James is all of those things, and he is 21 years old. The narrative that he was drafted as a favor to his father is dead. The basketball court killed it. And the Los Angeles Lakers, whatever happens with LeBron this offseason, have a real player on their hands. A player who earned his spot. A player who is improving. A player who is only going to get better. The favor narrative is over. It is time to give Bronny James the credit he has earned. I am Ricardo, your NBA sports journalist. Smash that like button, subscribe for daily NBA and WNBA coverage as this offseason heats up, and drop a comment below. Do you think Bronny James has earned his spot on the Lakers, or is the nepotism narrative still valid? See you in the next one.